kept me. Alive today, only because of His grace. He kept me. God kept me. His mercy kept me. So I wouldn't let go. One more time. Now I'm here today because God kept me. I'm alive today only because of His grace. He kept me. God kept me. His mercy kept me. So I wouldn't let go.
Hallelujah. Brother Perry,
My
I
God.
see you coming in. Tell us about the goodness of God in your life.
Glory.
Hallelujah.
My God.
Hallelujah.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank
Can
you.
you just wave your hand with me and bless the Lord? Praise God. Can you just wave your hand one more time and bless the Lord? Praise God. Indeed, it's a privilege and it's a pleasure for me to be here to declare that God indeed is a miracle worker. Praise God. And God has been so good. And I won't be able to share everything, but just to tell you that God has been so good. I remember a few weeks ago, I went to the bank one Friday evening, and when I went up to the teller, I realized I didn't remember my account number. And I said to the girl, because she deal with me all the while, I said, write it in for me. She said to me, the next time you come back here, I am going to charge you to write it in. And when I went home, I have already collected the money, give my daughter for the pay bill and different. So I went home and I feel a bit drained. And I sat in the vehicle, and while there, I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I saw the guys that came. And I said, my God, and one of them said to me, boss, we come and, we don't get paid. And I said to them, no man, the money. So I called the caller from outside, and she came from inside and came and paid. That's the time I said, why feel so? And long story short, I went in and went to my bed, only to know that it was the one, Mr. COVID. And believe you me, we can laugh now, but it's not a laughing matter. And that was like Friday evening. And somewhere between Saturday, Sunday, I don't even know, because I still don't get all the information. I know there was an ambulance that came to the front of the house, and I went out in it, and he asked me a few questions, I answered, and they said to me, they asked me some question and I couldn't answer, and I said, and then they said, okay. So only to find out I had COVID, and I was rushed off to the hospital, taken there, and I know when I went in and the assessment and difference, and they have me there on the ward and nothing more. But during this time, say about the first and the second day, that was a real terror. And after the second day now, I begin to feel much better and so forth. And I realized that, yes, indeed, COVID had entered. And I prayed, and my wife, they couldn't hear from me, and my children and the doctors, and they have me on a close scrutiny because in there is like hell. Because no family member not allowed to see you more than a group of doctors and difference and you know, after being there for about maybe 4 days, they say to me, one of the doctors that I used to that normally check me when I go in for a routine check and difference, and she said, "Ernest," and I say yes. And she said, "You recognize me?" I say, "Yes, I recognize you." She said, "The other day I came, you did not recognize me or anything." And long story short, this is where it hit me. She said, "You know what you're in here for?" She said, you get a stroke." I said, "Stroke?" And I shake myself on difference, and then only to find out, and they tell me what was some of the thing and what they have me there for a difference. And I pray, and I want to say to the church in general and just about everybody that prayed for me, thank God that you did pray. Thank God, because I saw myself was going home. But the mercy of God kept me. And God spared my life and allowed me to be here tonight. And I went home, and my wife and children and rally around me. And thank God I am free today. And thank God. It's like a miracle. It is indeed a miracle, because God did work. And God did see me through. And each day I'm much stronger. And like when they keep warning me, you gotta take it easy and so forth. So I will go out and come back and delay my little stay here and there and come back. But each day I'm feeling much better.
Praise God.
And I'm feeling stronger.
Praise God.
And I want to say, to God be the glory.
Great things.
Great things.
Yes.
He has done.
Praise God.